Today on Woodturning, we're going to be working with a jumping cactus.
Tim's American Beauty was made by Robust Tools, America's premier lathe manufacturer. Robust. Built to turn wood. Enjoyed for a lifetime.
Easy Wood Tools, best-in-class carbide wood-turning tools. I was at the SWAT Symposium this year, and the gentleman from Hidden Valley Woods said, "Hey, you got to try to turn this. It's a cholla, and it's called the Jumping Cactus. And if any of you go in the desert, you know that one where if you barely brush against it, it goes and gets you. That's what this is. But this must be revenge because this is the dried, stabilized, cold, dead carcass of the cactus." That's it. It's a cactus carcass we're working with today. So I looked at this and I racked my brain. I could make a pencil holder. I could make a cup. I could do this, that. No, I want to do something different, something fun. So I made this. I have absolutely no idea what it is or what the function is, but I want it to be different. So we're going to start working with the cactus, and we're going to put a little bit of cherry on both ends, and maybe by the end of the show we'll figure out what the use for this is. Maybe like the world's poorest salt shaker. Before we get started, I want to thank our sponsors, Robust Lathes and Easy Wood Tools, because without their support, we would not be here. And by the way, I am an authorized Robust dealer, so when you're looking for a lathe, give me a call. I'd be happy to help you out. So we're using our American Beauty today. It's an amazing lathe, and we're going to be using our Easy Wood chuck, and we're going to put the cholla cactus in here very lightly right now. This is a natural material, so that hole in the center can be off center. The one I practiced with was that way. So I'm bringing this up. This is my Robust Life Center with the cone on it. And what this will help me do is to center up the hole. So as I put this on here, you can see how I'm going to loosen this just a little bit here. And now I have a little bit of wiggle. See the wiggle right there? So I'm going to wiggle this to where that is on the center, and then I will tighten this up. And you can crush this pretty good because these blanks are stabilized. So they put them in a vacuum chamber with some cactus juice. Actually, that is the term they use for the real stuff. And the juice permeates this and makes it rock hard. And so that makes it really easy to turn. So let's start the lathe. Wow. That's pretty and round and pretty doggone flat. Carbide scrapers are perfect for this project, because they really like working with wood that's been stabilized. It's almost like a plastic inside of this cactus body. So I'm making a perfectly straight cut all the way across. This is really important that you get this to be perfectly flat. So you just take your tool and lay it here, and yeah, there's no gapping in there, so that's perfectly flat. So that's our first cut, and now we just want to make one more cut, and that's on this end, because when we attach the cherry wood to here, we don't want to just glue flat up against it. We want a little bit of grip, so I want to put a little bit of a lip in here. So we'll turn this on. Ow, that hurts. Move that out of the way. Okay. We're just going to come in. I'm only going to make this about 1/8 of an inch wide, and probably about 1/8 of an inch deep. There we go. That's all we have to do there. Now I'm going to start hollowing this out a little bit. Turn the lathe on. I've got this little curved carbide hollower. And all I want to do is kind of dish it out like egg shape on the inside. So while you have this in this position, it's the easiest time to do it. And so I'm just scraping a little bit at a time. Hollowing is not a race. I want to leave this thick here for about a 1/2 inch in, because I'm going to be cutting this down and getting rid of it to make the egg shape. Cactus egg? No, that's not it. We'll keep working on our name. So I'm rounding out a blank of cherry wood. This is 2.5 inches in diameter. Your wood will vary depending upon your cholla cactus. That tastes good. Anyway, I just simply did wash, rinse, and repeat on this. I put the same tenon on this end, did a little hollowing on the inside so it's kind of lighter now. So I've taken my calipers and I've gotten the diameter of the little recess I made in there, and I'm going to come over here and put the mark on my wood. We'll go a little wide to begin with. Okay. Here you can see that line is matching up right about there on that end there. Let me move that a little bit more so you can see that better. So I scratch it with this end, and then I make this line up with that scratch, so that's the diameter of the tenon on here. So we'll go ahead and just move down and take a little bit of this off. You want to sneak up on it, you don't want to waste any wood. And try to remember which end you had. See if it's that one. Oh, that's really close, so let me try this one to see if this one fits. Okay, so it's this end I'm going for. Okay, I just need to take a little bit more off, but once I get this to fit, we're going to glue things together. Oh yeah, before we glue up, there's one more step. You just want to dish out the inside here so when people look through the cactus, they'll be able to see that the bottom of it, or the top of it, whichever one this is finished, because we need two of these, one for each end. And I'm just going to sand this and do a little bit of polyurethane on it, because once it's inside, I can't touch it. I glued the first segment on, and we're doing the second segment. Don't drip any of this on your lathe. But this stuff is, the cactus really is absorbent, so I'm having to really douse it with some medium thickness cyanoacrylate glue. And there's my little tenons. They look ugly, but they're there. And we'll get enough on here to keep it from soaking in. We want a little bit on the surface there, but make sure you have a lot. Now we're going to take our end here. We're going to spray with accelerator, like so. And I got some marks on here just for grins. I'm going to take this up to the marks, put it right there, and I'm just going to push in and hold that. I could bring the tailstock up at this point, but then I'd have to release pressure on this. So I'd just rather stand here in the next few minutes or so. Okay, so you can see everything's glued up. And now I need to get rid of the excess wood and start making our, what do you call this thing, shape. Ours is going to look a bit different this time because it's a different piece of cactus. So let's go. I'm going to start up slow, and then I'm going to pick the speed up a bit. If your cactus is a little bit fragile, put on a face mask. Always be safe. So we're just going to whittle away at the wood and start finding the shape that jumps out of the jumping cactus. I think that looks really good. I like the shape. Brian had a good suggestion, and maybe he can show it to you because this is off camera or angle here. He said, why don't you make a base out of the bottom there? So shaped a base, part it in this way. Hopefully when I take it to the bandsaw, I can just take this outside part off and we're good. The next thing to do though, this is sanded all the way to 400 grit. I have to nibble away this end here so then I can sand that end and finish it. So pick the speed up here. Oops, got to lower my tool rest. And you just want to take very delicate cuts here when you do this. You don't want to rush it, because what you don't want to do is tear out the wood on the very end here, because then you're going to have to return the whole top again. See, I'm getting really narrow there, really narrow there. Come down. And I want to come almost to nothing before it lets loose. You can hear the sound change. Oh, and speaking of sound change, I heard a noise during the turning process, and my glue had come loose, my joint, because this stuff is so absorbent. It didn't build up enough to hang on, so a second coat of glue put everything back together, and it works fine now. Here we go. Whew, cool. So I'm just going to sand that end, and then we're going to the bandsaw. Whoever thought working with something like this would turn into something nice, and I want to thank the guys at Hidden Valley Woods for providing us some blanks of the Jumping Cactus. And Brian was absolutely right. Giving it a foot gave this thing a purpose. And after I give it a couple coats of polyurethane, it'll look like this. So that is how you make a Jumping Cactus thingamajig. Until the next time on Wood Turning, keep turning.
Tim's American Beauty was made by Robust Tools, America's premier lathe manufacturer. Robust. Built to turn wood. Enjoyed for a lifetime.
Easy Wood Tools, best in class carbide wood turning tools.